guys, welcome to Canva Tip Weekly. Look, it's me, and me, and me, and a flower. Why do I have so many images on this page? That's because as a follow-up to last week's stock photo, I'm going to be talking about photo editing. What are all the things you can do to a photo in Canva? I'm using myself here because that's probably what most of us are going to do. My audience is a lot of solopreneurs and people like me, and you're probably going to be editing headshots, putting things into workbooks, using So we're going to go step by step. The first thing you can do, and this is always why when I go get headshots, I ask my photographer for a white wall to be able to more easily do this, is the background remover tool. You know, if I'm the first person telling you about the background remover tool, I am honored, but I know that 95% of you know this trick. If we click background remover, we take a break, we take a sip of water, we take a sip of water and we wait, because back in my day, I know I've said this before, when I went to school, this took hours because I had to hand do it. When I went to college, we didn't have the background remover tool. I did this by hand. I walked up a hill 5 miles and up another hill 5 miles. So once that's done, you can click apply. And then I always wait to make sure that this little doodad up here says savings changed. And this looks a little bit different. All right, so here we go. We're going to crop that in. And there we go. Background remover. Done. My next thing that you can do is come over here to edit image. And you've got a lot of great adjustments here. These filters, I believe, are just preset adjustments, so don't feel like, see how the little sliders are changing. So when you click see all under adjustments, you can actually, there's a couple things. First thing, you can click reset to take her back to normal. The second thing is that there's a filter code. So when you're done with everything, you can actually copy the code, give it to somebody else, do something with it. It's just like a fun fact. So for this photo, let's take down the contrast. Yeah, we're gonna take up the saturation just to show you. You can even blur an image if you want something. That's a better usage of examples. Let's take something like Field of Flowers. There's like a trendy one. That's kind of trendy. We're going to right click, set image as background. We didn't have to set it as background. Edit image, see all, and then we're going to blur that a little bit, right? Because it gives it kind of like a cool design situation. There's also other stuff you can tinker around with. Vignette, which adds black to the corners. X process, which I think makes it, whatever that is, fade. There's all kind of things you can do to an image, so tinker around with that. The other things you can do is lots of stuff. There's shadows. This frame thing is something different, so I'm not going to get into that. Duotone is one of my favorite effects. I'm going to cover that in a second. What I really want for these flowers, though, is Liquify or Slice. Let me click see all. No, I kind of want it to look kind of wavy. Let's see what Liquify does. When you click see all, there's a couple more of these. This one's the one I want, melt. Click on it and then we wait. Ooh, looks like it didn't keep my filter, but look how cool that is. Wow, I love it. We're gonna click apply. Wow, I'm like obsessed with that. I might put that on my website. Now I'm gonna see if I can't stack that with, we're gonna duplicate it. I wonder if I can stack it with Duotone. So Duotone is one of my favorite features in Canva. It allows you to apply 2 colors and turn the whole thing into those 2 colors. So you don't have to stick with these, although these are cool. What I'm going to do is click amber and then wait. It's a little laggy for me because I'm recording at the same time and applying multiple effects, and it might not allow me to do it. Did! Multiple effects. Then you can click again and you can see the 2 colors that it's using. First, I'm going to change shadows to my orange color, and then the highlights to my pink color. Did I just make myself a new brand pattern? I did, and I didn't mean to, and I'm really thrilled right now. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna put that on my website. That is so cute. We're gonna click download. We're going to uncheck all of these pages. I want page 43 Yeah. It's telling me right now, hey, you can't have video, and that's okay with me because my entire Canva, this is Canva Tip Weekly document, and it's got all kind of stuff in it, so it was trying to warn me that there's a video in it. I don't need that. Gonna download that. I'm really pleased with this. I might sit here and make lots of warped flower graphics for my feed. This would be great on social media. This would be great on my stories. Okay, I'm gonna pause while this is saving. Okay, now that's out of the way. Let's go back up here. The third image, I just wanted to show you a few more things that you could do over here. These take up a lot of processing power, which is why you're seeing all of this happen. Yeah, the Canva Tip Weekly is a real situation because I'm not filtering this out for you guys. Looks like there's an autofocus feature and an auto enhance, face retouching, which I might cover in a future video, paint effects, letter mode. There's things you can do here. It looks like there's a cool blur tool, but there's a lot of other great stuff you can do. The last one I want to show is the screen. There's some like cool halftone stuff you can do when you click on this. That's really cool if you've got that type of brand. So this is photo editing. I recommend playing around. I just made a really cool brand pattern for myself. Didn't even realize I did it. I might even make another video on making custom brand patterns because that was a happy accident. But I highly recommend if you've got a photo that needs a little bit of editing or background remover or blurring or doing something cool, really tinker around with those photo effects. There's a lot of stuff that you can do. I guess the last thing I'll show is, let's make sure I have, the shadows are really great. There's two ways you can use shadows. Let's grab me. Shadows, two ways. The first way you can use a shadow, actually we're gonna make my background green, no, orange, no, pink. Okay, the first way you can use a shadow right here is just to add a shadow, right? So there's way number one. You can angle it, do all kind of stuff with it. The second thing you can do is click on the little control, they're calling it controls. I call it like a filter or like editing. The second thing you can do is reduce the blur, change the color to white, up the size, and then make the transparency 100%, and then you can like outline things like a sticker. So again, these settings are big size, 100% transparency, which is the opposite. It's not transparent, whatever. 0% blur, and change the color to white. And again, that is under the shadow portion of the class here. This is a great way, like if you've got a PDF that you're wanting to highlight. So for example, you know, I'll upload like here, like this is like a document from one of my documents. So if I wanted to make sure it was popping from the background, I could come to edit image, glow, click on it again, full transparency, no blur, bigger size, right? Then maybe I change it to like white or like black. If I want black, maybe I make it a little smaller, right? So now I've got, I don't know why it's thicker on one side. It might be because I had transparency in there, but that's an option for you. So that's photo editing. Go forth, tinker with your photos, comment, respond to the newsletter email. I'd love to see what you guys are up to, and check out my website soon for where I put this groovy pink flower thing. All right, thanks guys.